of Rome board meeting for Thursday, February 5th, 2026, 5 o'clock. Number 2, roll call, please. Starting from my left.
Stevenson here.
Giardino here.
Asdell here.
Samuelstead here.
Reppin here.
Thank you. Number 3, certified posting of the meeting.
I certify that on Monday, February 2nd, 2026, the agenda for the Town of Rome board meeting was posted at the Rome Town Hall at 2:55 p.m., Quick Trip LLC at 3:45 p.m., the Coosa Port Edward State Bank at 3:55 p.m., and emailed to the Wisconsin Rapids Tribune at 2:50 p.m.
Thank you. Number 5, please stand for a Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Skipped one back to number 4.
I was just going to say,
4?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I checked it off. Getting ahead of myself. Number 4, can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make that motion.
second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Number 6, citizen comments. No action contemplated except possible referral to future agenda. Number 7, information updates, meeting recaps, recent correspondence, current events, and announcements.
There's the 4th annual Mark Simons Memorial American Legion post number 442 ice fishery Saturday at Lake Camelot from 7 to 3. And there is Nordic Day at the Tri-North Ski Hill on Saturday as well from 11 to 3.
Beautiful.
All right, I got a couple of things. We're moving along with the military banners, and they are going to print. We proofread them, and the projected date is going to be Memorial Day weekend on that Sunday. We have looped in now Lisa from Visit Rome. We got the American Legion coming in with our color guard. We got the Nakusas coming in with the band, and there's going to be. Lisa was saying something about putting a bouncy house there and getting some of the businesses involved to really have an honor for the veterans and the military, active military. So I think it's a really nice celebratory thing for the town. Another thing, and I want to thank Robbie here. We promoted the Capture program, which was one thing I was kind of promoting when I was campaigning. That's the Citizens and Police Together United to Record Evidence. I kept calling it the Electronic Neighborhood Watch Program. But in essence, it's the same thing. And I think it's going to be a great asset for the community in helping the police department and looking out for each other. And that all came out in your utilities bill. Any information, contact the town hall or the sheriff's or police department. I'm through.
Thank you. Mark?
I just have a question. We've been down 2 employees here at the town for a couple months. Where are we at in getting more help here at town?
I have 2 people coming in, one on Monday, one on Thursday to interview, and then we'll decide after that.
For which position?
We have a deputy clerk position that's open, and we have an administrative assistant position that's open. Both are budgeted for. The administrative assistant position was approved by the board for 2026, but the deputy clerk position we've had, and so that is part of the budget already.
And both those interviews are for the same position?
One is interviewing for either position.
Oh, either or.
Yeah, and my understanding is the other person is, I think, just looking at deputy clerk, but my intent was to find out interest for the other position as well from that person.
So how soon after you do the interviews do you plan on hiring somebody?
As soon as
'Cause we need to get
if it
the
pans
help
out
here.
with these, as soon as we could get them in here.
We need to get the help here. Mm-hmm. That's all I got, Carol.
Okay.
I got nothing.
I do. Solar farm. Not sure if it's part of, it was original part of the.
Farm's number 8, so I don't know if you have other updates before you get to number 8.
We have an update on it already?
Yeah.
Number 8.
That's the
Number
next
8,
one.
Underneath.
Gotcha. Never mind.
Just-
So passing that one.
All right.
Karen and I attended a Adams County unit meeting last week, and I gave a talk on the solar farm, but I won't go into details. But we also, they were talking about trying to get the county towns to conform to the codes that the county has for ATVs. So we do have a listing here of them. We're going to give them to Jason, have Jason look at it, see what makes sense, what doesn't. Maybe get the ATV clubs involved, see what their thoughts are on it and all that good stuff. Their thought was to have common ordinances across the county, which you think about it kind of makes sense. You go from town to town to town, you're going to could have problems. Does anybody ATV in here?
I do, and I don't have a problem with knowing from town to town that it's going to be different. Every time I go into Wood County, it's different. I go into Portage County, it's different. It doesn't really matter to me. I read the signs.
Well,
I have no problem with it.
some of them aren't signed. The other thing is the county is also following the state guidelines, so it hopefully makes it a little more current. But if we're way off from everybody else, that wouldn't make sense for people to come in here. So to me, it just makes sense. But again, it may. We talked to Jason a little bit about it. He said, there might be a timing thing. Well, maybe the county, maybe they could change their time. I don't know. It's just something to look at, think about the whole thing, and see what makes sense. But just to help the folks out, so it's consistent. Kind of makes sense.
It does, but like Cheryl said, you go from county to county. Once you cross into another county, they got a different set of rules.
Yeah, they do. And so it's the driver's responsibility to know the rules where you're going, whether you're consistent with everybody else.
They're pushing to get all of them to follow the same guidelines set up by the state.
They're pushing it, but,
Yeah, I know.
it's-
Well, somebody's got to start somewhere. So if Adams County is going to start with it, it's a step in the right direction. So just a thought. But again, we don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. I don't know. Just bring it up for a future conversation.
Has there been a problem?
I think there has been with the county. They had
No,
some
I'm talking
issues.
within Rome.
Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of. The key differences are the hours. The county also prohibits, my understanding, if you have a family of people, you can't drive an ATV by yourself on the road unless you're 16, but you can with your parents. The county eliminates that, except on County Z from their county park to the trail. So if we would adopt their ordinance, that would prohibit families that are in Rome from allowing their children to go with them to get to the trails, because they wouldn't be permitted to operate on the road. Those are the key differences that I'm aware of, is the time and the children.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Jason.
Thanks, Jason. What else? We got. I sent a message to the board and other folks, department heads. Congressman Van Orden gave out a bunch of things of what he works on down at Washington, more or less. But the one thing caught my eye was grants, and I haven't gone into detail to see what they have on there, but I'll start digging into that and see what they can. If he's going to help with grants, that's just something else useful that'll be helpful, I think. The other thing we did, Tri-Lakes had a meeting last month, and we did get an update. I know we have it coming up in the thing, but it's totally different. The first test results came back, and we satisfied the DNR that we weren't killing anything. It's as expected. We have 2 more reports coming back from the University of Wisconsin Stevens Point. One will be about the dissolved oxygen, where we're at on that, and we expect that to be improved. The other one won't be until the ice is out, when we have information on how much sediment's been taken out of the lake and near the unit. So those are coming up. So just a heads up on that. We'll be updating the website at Tri-Lakes shortly. So.
I wasn't at the last Tri-Lakes meeting, Carl. Any indication when we're going to get the final go-ahead from the DNR?
He's working on it now, and I've given him the sites, but I have to. He wants more specific. He wants the addresses and signed papers. So I'll be working on that also. Something else to do. So again, it's the DNR.
Well, yeah. We've been fighting them trying to work with them for 2 years, not fighting.
I had a conversation the other day with another agency, and they were saying the same thing. Just dealing with them is, Anyway, it's pretty common. Anyway. All right, number 8, discussion only, proposed solar array installation update. Okay, now I can say something. They sent out a matrix the other day. Went through it, read it. It's 20 pages. Basically, if you read through it and look at the details, you can see where the PSC's thoughts are. They're listening to all the nonsense being put out by these clowns. And I use the term loosely because I do like clowns, but anyway.
But they did have some questions. I read that, and is the attorney going to be answering them?
Yes,
for us?
Stan's already working on it. Actually, yesterday we met with our other attorneys from Van Briesen, Sean, I'm sorry, yeah, the other ones. Vanderwall, you're right. We got too many attorneys. Jeez. Anyway, we met, Sean's taking over for Vinny, and he's actually going to be working.
Shane Vanderwall.
Right, Sean was the other guy.
Yep.
Shane, he's going to be taking over for Vinny, and he's actually going to be working with Stan on it. They do work together on these cases, and they have in the past. So it's going to be a collaborative effort. We did meet with the Wisconsin Rural Waters Association, so we got another trick up our sleeve. We're going to be pulling that one on them, and it's a little more extensive than I thought. I think it's going to be a little more irritating, we'll say. So we'll go from there. So we do have an update on that. So anyway, that's where we're at in the solar. I don't know when this whole thing's going to be over. We have until February 16th to respond. So Stan's working on it now. Again, there's 20 pages. You read through it, and you can see where their mindset's at. But there are several openings on there that we can really come back and hammer them. And it's that one kid, Zach. I got his name right this time. Zach.
Doesn't Akron have to respond to the same questions?
Yeah, they'll be responding to it. But Zach sent in some information. He just sent it to me today. I haven't read through that yet. I do have some other responses I'm working on that I'll give to Stan. We'll work them out to make sure it's going to happen. The one thing the PSC did raise that Akron's avoided was a soil erosion thing, because, again, I had the information from Portage where they were having issues on it. They had complaints, and they really didn't do anything about it. I also have information from Shane, right? He sent me a lot of the reports from Portage that they filled out for ordinances and responses and all sorts of stuff. So it's like 6 pages, 6 different files with many pages. So I'll probably send that out also to the ad hoc committee and the board, so you have something to read. But it's kind of interesting of what some of the other counties have done, some of the other municipalities have done to, we'll say, cause an irritant. We'll leave it go at that. So we plan.
Has any other community gone as far as we have thus far?
They have, but nobody's been as prepared as we have. And they've gone to court. I mean, there's, I think there was 2 court cases. One still
Court meaning
ongoing.
what? In front of the board, the PSC?
No, going to circuit court.
Or circuit, okay.
And that would have been, Christiana's still involved, and Stan's representing them, and there was another one. The other one, I think, was Grant, but they settled out, and that was doing with the prairie chickens. But I don't know of any other cases that have gone as far.
Didn't you mention Town of Maine? Town of Maine.
Yeah, I didn't catch.
was going on
I'm
with
not
them.
familiar with that one. He did say something, but
Yeah, I don't remember what was going on. with
Yeah,
them.
I mean, there's other ones going on. So, as far as Channel 12, I'm still waiting to hear back from Koji where he's at. Talked to him probably last Thursday. He's still building a case, I guess. So, hopefully he's not going to let.
That's the station out of Rhinelander.
Yep, Rhinelander. You get it on Channel 13 here.
I taped up the 2 days you said are going to be on there.
Well, he said it would. He was open for Thursday or Friday, but he's going to call me before it runs. So I'll get a message out there as soon as I find out. So I was doing the same thing. I was taping them and erasing them. But I've seen some of the other shows they had on there. I thought ours is bigger than that. So we'll see what happens. It's not out of the question yet. Any other questions on it, on 8?
I just want to let you know that we did hear back from the audio, Nick from
Oh.
the audio, and he hopes to have numbers to us by next week.
Okay, yeah, I saw that. He said, I know he had to order parts and all that, but I would have.
And then somebody's out, his project manager happens to be
Okay.
out.
All right. All righty. Oh, yeah, that's all set. Okay, discussion of possible action. Approval of the January 15th, 2026 meeting minutes.
Move to approve.
I'll second that.
Discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Number 10, discussion of possible action recommendation from the Parks and Recreation Committee for the approval of the purchase of cornhole boards for the Rome Town Center.
I just want to make a note that the total is no longer the $33.20. She didn't line that part out. It's less $800 because we're not doing the custom logo from them. So the total is $25.80.
How many boards?
It is 2, and they're made out of concrete.
But the quotes we have on here doesn't show that, right? This quote is 25. I don't see 2520. I got
It's $21.30 plus $3.90 for the shipping.
Okay. So that is correct on here.
Comes to $25.80. Yeah. The only thing we had to remove was the $800 for the logo on each one.
Right.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. 195.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Question. I know they were talking about it at the meeting, the Parks and Rec meeting, about the bags. Who's going to supply bags? How are they going to handle that?
Well,
Bags are available, however, not included.
yeah, there's a lot of different options. You can have them. Somebody could make them, or you can buy them off of Amazon. It all depends on what we come down to. We haven't decided on a kiosk yet for checking these things out, like the chess and the ladder ball. We haven't quite gotten that point yet, but the bags are something that they can even bring their own
Bring their own too, right?
type of thing, because those boards will not be movable
Right.
once they're in there.
Will we have to have somebody down there if they're going to check the bags out?
No, that's why we were talking about kiosk.
Oh, okay.
Could you just sell them instead of renting them?
Could sell them, I guess.
I mean, it wouldn't be a huge expense.
No,
Sell some bags that have Town of Rome on them.
you could definitely get your logo put on them.
Yeah, if you go over 21 days, you need sales tax. Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
I was joking, but
all right. Any other? Well, we need.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. I got to sign that one, right? Number 11, discussion of possible action, approval of ordinance number 26- amendment to Town of Rome Code, Chapter 335, Vehicles and Traffic, Section 335-8, restrictions on parking, posted limitations.
so this is coming back into. It was in the packet for the last meeting, and it wasn't, I guess, listed right on the agenda. So now that's listed right on the agenda, everything is the same as from the last meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the amendment.
I mean, it's only going to be the one that we had in red, which is basically on paved portions of the town highway in the Rome Town Center from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. And what about
Then the next page. Go to the next.
and then
page.
the municipal lot here, town operator municipal lots. So we're going to move along with that ordinance from midnight to 6.
Yep. So once it's approved, then the next step would be getting appropriate signs in those municipal lots.
And that would be Cody taking care of that?
That's what he said last time.
Yeah.
Yep, sorry.
Oh, it was, yeah.
I'll second that.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. Number 12. Discussion of possible action, approval of ordinance number 26, recommendation from the Plan Commission on consideration of proposed amendments to sections number 360-37 entitled Heights, Setbacks, Area, and Other Requirements, sections number 360-41 entitled Heights, Setbacks, Area, and Other Requirements, section number 360-50 entitled Heights, Setbacks, Other, and Area Requirements, sections number 360-54 entitled Heights, Setbacks, Area, and Other Requirements, section number 360-58 entitled Heights, Setbacks, Other area and other requirements, section number 360-62, entitled Height, Setbacks, Area, and Other Requirements.
So I see they're going from 24 to 16 feet. What was the reason for the change?
That was to be more in compliant with the county, I think,
The
I
county.
believe. Yeah.
Yeah, 25 was a minimum pretty much everywhere, and it didn't make sense. I mean, when you start looking at buildings and things, 16 was a reasonable number.
Right.
So,
Is Emily okay with us changing the ordinance, Carol?
I'm sorry?
Is Emily okay with us?
Yes, yeah.
Did I make a motion? We go through with it.
I'll second it.
Go ahead.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Number 13, discussion of possible action, number 13, discussion of possible action. Approval of ordinance 26, recommendation from the Plan Commission on consideration of proposed amendments, section number 360-5 sub B, entitled Definitions.
Again, is Emily okay with it changing?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That was adding nanobubbles to the utilities.
Yeah.
I move to approve.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Number 14, discussing a possible action, approval of ordinance number 26, recommendation from the Plan Commission on consideration of proposed ordinance, Article 32, entitled Solar Energy Systems Sitting.
I got a question on this, Carol. Originally, they wanted 30 foot,
Originally, it was 30 foot, I
30 foot,
believe.
they want
35.
20 foot now.
Yep.
And I think that, my own opinion, I think that's too high yet with the winds that we have around here, unless they cable those panels to the ground.
It's not just cable. They'd have to have one heck of a concrete pad. I don't think anybody goes that high on a solar, but I know when they were talking about it at the meeting, they were talking about trees being in the way, but you're not going to build above the trees. You're going to cut the trees down. So I know what you're saying at 20, but that was what they came up with.
I think they kind of arrived at a happy medium on
Yeah,
the
I think
height.
I think what we looked it up and to see what the surrounding area in state has is about 15 feet, and so we came down. We compromised and went to 20 to compromise. We came down 10 feet or 15 feet.
It was at 35.
Yeah, 15 feet. So
So the only change is removing the wording, structural design features.
From 35
if
to 20
you-
feet.
Yep, and then if you go down, I think to the next page, Cheryl, you'll see just a change for the height.
I don't,
Those would be the two changes.
must not be in color. Oh, wait, there it is, 35 to 20. Okay,
Yep.
there it is.
Yeah, I don't see anybody going 20 feet either.
I don't either, but
Who knows?
So all they have to do is just plant a pole or post into the ground. They don't have to have any pad there.
That's up to the Plan Commission. I think you're still going to need.
yeah, I
need a
think they
permit,
still have
though.
to get a permit and come to the Planning Commission for approval. So
Well, I'm guessing, the cement pad down and put the pole.
I would.
That's what.
That's what I would think. Yes.
I mean, Mark, there's going to be conditions on these ground solar farms. If you remember, Tim and I, we talked about that in the Planning Commission. If they opt to put it on their roof, that's a different ballgame.
Yeah.
But because it's going to be on the ground, and then again, I think I brought up the fact that where are we going to locate it? Like these people that live on the lakes, the channels, wherever, you can't put it in your backyard. So where would you put it? In front of your house? A 20-foot thing in front of your house? So there's going to have to be some, some conditions here.
Why wouldn't they put it in the backyard or by the lakeside?
Can you put it within the 100-foot easement?
Does this qualify as a utility? I mean, that's a whole different ballgame, too. I don't know.
Well, that's a good question. I'm not sure the legality of that. Right.
Yeah. Well, that and there's different setbacks. There's 75, there's 100 foot, I think 125. There's different setbacks on lakes. So, but in any case.
Well, we can send
I
it.
think the
we
point
can
of
send
it is that
back
it was
to-
all at the discretion of the Planning Commission.
Yeah. Because
I think it's got to go back.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's going to do 20 feet, but
I think
That just doesn't make sense.
it needs to go back to the planning commission to get some of this stuff clarified.
Well,
I'm okay with that.
Okay, all right, table. All right, number 15, the door, oh boy, here we go. The town board may go into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin State Statute 19.85 sub 1 sub E for deliberating or negotiating the purchase of public properties, the investing of public funds, conducting, or other specified public business, whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session to consider an offer to purchase a 3-acre parcel in the Rome Town Center.
My point of order, do you have to make a motion to table it?
I was wondering that too.
We haven't in the past, but you want a motion? Well, let's go ahead and do it. Motion to table the number 14.
And send it back to the
I'll make a motion to table it, send it back to Planning Commission.
I'll second that.
Discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, I'm not going to repeat 15.
He got done reciting 15.
Tim, would that be too early to put on the next week's the planning commission? The agenda's out.
Just clarification, I guess.
Plan commission's not next week.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's next week, I believe,
Next
Thursday.
Tuesday.
That one.
So is it too late to put on that agenda?
Yeah, we'd have to put on next.
Unless you put an amended.
You'd have to amend it.
You can amend it. So anyway, number 16, the town board may go into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin State Statute 19.85 sub 1 sub E for the deliberating or negotiating the purchase of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting or other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session for a review update on police contract negotiations. Number 17, the town board may go into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 19.85 sub 1 sub C, considering the employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility, and sub F, considering financial, medical, social, or personal histories or disciplinary data of specific persons, preliminary consideration of specific personal problems, or the investigation of charges specific persons, except where for purposes of discussing employment matters involving the town clerk. Number 18, the town board may go into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 19.85 sub 1 sub C, considering employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility, and sub F, considering financial, medical, social, or personal histories or disciplinary data of specific persons, preliminary consideration of specific personnel problems, or the investigation of charges specified persons, except where par, for purpose of discussing employment matters involving the finance director. Number 19, the board may go into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 19.85 sub 1 sub C, considering employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility, and sub F, considering financial, medical, social, or personal histories or disciplinary data of specific persons, the preliminary consideration of specific personnel problems, or the investigation of charges specific persons, except where par, for purposes of discussing employment matters involving the town administrator.
Make a motion, we go into closed session.
I second that.
Any discussion? Roll call from my left.
Evenson, yes.
Giardino, yes.
Asdell, yes.
Samuel said yes.
Reppin, yes.
All right, we're in closed
into open session.
Hold on a second, hold on.
I second it. We're
Hold
done.
on. The town board reserves the right to enter into open session authorized by Wisconsin statute 19.83 sub 2 to possibly take action from the closed session and continue with the agenda. Now you can make your motion.
I make a motion to come back into open session.
I second it.
Any discussion? Roll call, starting from my left.
Evenson, yes.
Giardino, yes.
Asla, yes.
Sam Olsted, yes.
Reppin, yes.
Okay. Do we have to vote on anything? Everybody's in agreement? We're all happy about that? Everything happy?
Just proceed as we discussed.
Yep.
Okay.
Was that my phone?
Sounds like your phone, yes.
How do you turn it off?
You got something on.
Number 21, next agenda items. We will be talking about wake boats. I think,
I was going to ask about that, yeah.
Because
I
I
got some people asking me, so.
Jared wants to be involved in the meeting on that one, so.
I've got several people who want to speak about wake boats.
Just so you know, I won't be here. I'm on vacation, but I
right.
do have some materials for you.
You do it, yeah, okay, yeah, that was,
Do
bring
they
it for the next
fill out
time.
citizens-
Or send it.
What's the next meeting?
It's on the agenda.
Oh,
I believe it's like the 19th or the 20th, whatever that Thursday is.
19th of February. Write this all down.
I'd
Hopefully
be in
we'll have some more
Vegas.
discussion on solar.
Going to Vegas?
I'm going to Vegas, baby,
Right here? Wow.
Well, I hope you come back with money.
or lack
Gonna
thereof.
spend all the
No, no,
money
we don't wanna
that
do
Kurt
that.
have earned.
Can't think of anything offhand.
That's
You
right.
know, it's so funny with that.
Think of anything else?
The airport is right next to the strip, but it takes a half hour by Uber to get around.
No, not that I can think of.
The
Okay.
airport's right there.
One thing I'll note from closed session, we are going to be bringing Nicole Dunbar in for helping us out, okay? She's going to come in and work with everybody, and she's going to be available to everybody, and she's got one heck of a background, so I think you'll appreciate it.
You say 19th of February, right? The next meeting?
Yeah, we're still on next agenda items.
Oh, I thought we're done.
We are, now we are. 22, next meeting date and time.
219.
February 19th, 5 PM.
We're done.
Anything else? Okay, got anything else? Send it on. We'll go from there.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. We're adjourned.